my people. It's a Market Tuesday. I just want us to stand with the people of Chitezi. What happened in Chitezi is a very serious thing. People lost entire families in that thing. People lost everything they have worked for literally their entire lives in that thing. And we need to really pray for them. Pray for them to whatever God you pray to. Asobolo kubakunya because ayinza okubanga ayinza obata ina kyagenda bakolera saawe naye abakunya at least because Mukama Katonda yanaaze ennaku. So pray to God abeererewo abantu b'omu Kiteezi. I saw a lady, she was a victim of the Lubigi issue, the Lubigi breakdown by Nema. Nema went and like broke her house, her rentals, so everything she had worked for her entire life in Lubigi was broken down by Nema, and then she moved to her sister's home in Chitezi. And then in Chitezi 2, the rubbish slide happened. Sometimes I think, sometimes I think things can happen to you and you even start wondering, I saw her doing an interview. I'm sure some of you guys saw that lady. She was crying, her face was flat, like she didn't even know how to react. I think tears were just flowing out of her eyes. Her face was full of pain without actually being full of pain. And then I saw men that lost the entire family. Someone was saying, my 3 kids and my wife are down there. It was sad, it was really sad. And then there was the guy. It's a funny thing that some things happened. And then someone was saying, I wish the amount of power that the government puts into to silence protesters is the amount of power they put in here. Like the number of soldiers that follow protesters around, I wish is the amount of protesters that was brought to help these people get out of the rubbish pit. And you clearly see their concern. That in the beginning there was one grader and it was hired by an individual. It wasn't a government grader. The person that lost his wife is the person that hired the grader to try and get the wife out of the rubbish. And the wife died. You should pray for the people of Chitezi. That's something that no one would ever wish to happen to even their worst enemy. Of course, like, things change when someone is your worst enemy, but I don't think that would be, like, if your worst enemy was put in the shoes of just any random person, you would not wish for that to happen to them. So let's pray for the people of Chitezi. And I hope that of all the people that are here on the broadcast, that no family member has been affected. And if you have a family member that has been affected by the Chitezi rubbish slide, please reach out to them back because they could use all the help. You can imagine someone that had their own home. Tent, Red Cross. Ate mumanye ebijanjaalo byaffe byatuwa mu lockdown bibeera nga bikaluba gamuleetedde akawunga n'ebijanjaalo nga ne wagenda ofumbira talinaawo. So if you have a family member nga yabadde affected by that thing, ng'olina w'osobola omuwa jjajira abeerako, of course make the terms clear nti nkwadde obeerewoko weesootinge, naye nga bw'oba olina engeri gy'osobola okuyambamu a family member that has been affected by that, You know, the thing that happened in Lubiji was bad, yeah, but the thing that happened in Lubiji, you could have seen it coming, and there was no loss of life in Lubiji. But the thing that happened in Chitezi, no one could have seen it happen, no one could have seen it come, and so no one could have been ready. Like mu Lubiji baba warning and ba warning nga bawandika ku nyumba ile bagame tugenda jimenya. But the thing with Chitezi, no one saw, no one was warned, and it took lives. I don't even know what song to play now. It's sad, but today is Market Tuesday and I want us to talk about influencer marketing. This is something I taught in my digital marketing class yesterday. If you have a business, you can tell us about it here. I didn't know that I also have a sad tone, but you can hear my voice. And sometimes nange chimpitirirako. Tusabire abantu b'omu Kiteezi kuba tewali yayagadde kubeerayo. Kandabe, what song should I play for you guys? Feel Good. This is a song I wrote when I was in what you people call depression. So probably it can be that one. Tusabire bannanga abantu b'omu Kiteezi wenna wooli bw'obadde tonasaba sala ya kumakya, please bw'oba osaba sabira ku bantu b'omu Kiteezi. Naye bw'oba olinayo relative baako ky'omuweereza ku bessimu reach out, oba omuwaayo emitwalo 5, oba omuwaayo emitwalo 3, okitegeera. That's what family is for. Feel Good song nayo nga tekolawo. Let's just be silent for just a minute. Let's just be silent for just a few minutes. Anyway, good morning. Muyombia Mark, Antonio Random Things VIP, Morad Kemomo VIP, Tale Samuel, Mgalasi Joshua Mixed Farm, Tusime Eddie, Hashim, J Seka Janik, Wabuyi Brige Kakai, Football Tribe Nathan, Travel Live Vlog, Chamba De Hannington, Basila Kenneth, Paul Sema VIP. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope none of you was affected by Chitezi. Kari, tubasabire. Let's first feel the bugu because the weather is very cold. Abai, Kia Sportage mujirabye. Kanjidde mabega. Kia Sportage mujirabye. Ejira mu 0 mileage. Of course, yes, it's a bond, but I would not advise that you go and buy a bond Kia Sportage. You China ne warranty yayo kweri. Emotoka yetaaga okugula ng'omaze okugulayo nayenza kati omutima gwagala Volvo. Looking at what happened to the people of Chitezi, as a human being, or kola buli kisoboka, however expensive, to make sure that your family is safe. Okitegeera, kola buli kisoboka okulaba nti family is safe. The one machine that I think would keep your family safe would be a Volvo. Mercedes Benz simanya Volkswagen ezo zone moroka tizina waka. Volvo ye ina waka. Muleni aba boda mulabi ovuga fene oli muleni abatambula sibo. while you were rock with me. You were stuck with me. Cause she gave me one, everything she give me one, you know. So guys, how are you? Cause we already stayed on now worry. And we're about to stay there. I tell you come up, tell them that's how life works. Is the picture fine? Picture yokusandi namara na injira, it was the network definitely. Nenga atenzi wano yeri endaganti munja. I think I just have to keep checking with you guys if the picture is fine. Today is Market Tuesday. Today is Market Tuesday, and you can tell us about your products or services. Pre-purchase inspection. Bring the command. I share with the mechanic. Also get a good car. I sell car trackers. If to keep your car safe, because with the car tracker you can definitely you can figure out where it's going, who is taking it, and all those things depending on which tracker you buy. And then the car alarm nabagambye kati ababbi ababba amatara bangi abajja ne basumulula emmoroka ne bambulako bye basobola okwambulako kitegeera ate kati ababbi b'ennaku zino bakyali amateur. The thieves from a long time ago, they used to even take the tires emmoroka bagireka ku mataffaali kitegeera. So and this is probably the time, if you can buy comprehensive insurance, this might be the good time for you. It won't be very expensive. Emmoroka y'emiliyoni 10 esasula emitwalo ngana kitegeeza emmoroka y'emiliyoni 2 esasula ng'akakadde kamu kitegeera. So it's not really that expensive. If you can buy a car of like 40 million, you can surely afford 2 million for comprehensive insurance kitegeera. So this might be the time for you to keep your car safe. Definitely make sure you have an alarm, security switch. Especially if you put your car in general parking. Security switch so that's why the tracker plays a very good role. That with the tracker you let them drive off, then you can actually follow them with police. So today is Market Tuesday, and I want us to talk about influencer marketing. I've seen so many people profiling kubeera ku I am okay Mbazira Kenneth abagambi akola terrazzo grano screen. He also supplies terrazzo materials on sites. Kenneth, you share your phone number so that people can reach out. Yeah. Good morning, Mr. Arthur and the city owner Ebambi. You can consult me with anything about Mikolo as I strategically plan to come back home to fully serve you people and for our community here in Bagara. Guys, share your WhatsApp numbers, share your phone numbers so that people can reach out to you and give you business. So that's how Tuesday works here. We market our products and services. Yeah. So tell people about what you do so that they hire you, they buy your products or services and all that. Yeah, so it's Market Tuesday to put the product services ozojira ozitunda meka ozitundirawa. Then of course share your phone number so that people can reach out to you. It's very important that you share your phone number. Yeah, instead of kwagala kubeera go between esimu ge yagala kubukuma on this very cold Tuesday. Yagala kubukuma, but anyway, Market Tuesday let's market. Ngenda kuba nsola mbanyumiza ku influencer marketing. Sagala baga manti basomesa because people are actually very knowledgeable here. So tell us about influencer marketing. I've seen people on their profiles. Agatako, I'm an influencer. Influencers don't work like that though. So, but tell us about influencer marketing. What you know about influencer marketing. Today's broadcast might be a little short. I have an early morning meeting, and I can't dodge it. So depending on how the jam works out for me, if the jam works out properly, the broadcast might be shorter than an hour. But try you bear with me for today. Tuongelee ku influencer marketing. Try and tell us what is influencer marketing to you and who is an influencer, because we have already talked about marketing itself. We have already talked about digital marketing. We have talked about literally all the other forms of marketing. The one thing that we have not talked about is influencer marketing. So mwabali yabadde babiwuliriza nga kitambula mugambo gutambula influencer akola bino akola biri business zikosa huyo influencer. So tell us, how would you define influencer marketing, and how can businesses utilize influencer marketing? And I see people wrongly using billboards. Na ate nze kageze munyo waabwe. Good morning. SPK Driving School, Kanyanya, SPK driving school likanyanya nga ku gazi wenyini akazimba akali bobova mpererwe the building before gas our SPK driving school weri todi Ronald omubulizi Yesu yebazwe mukama wange abantu bo mukitezi wabasabiddeko batusinikire muri ebinyo omubulizi soko tuwesara y'abantu bo mukitezi soko tuwesara y'abantu bo mukitezi bate bayisidwa bulungi n'akatono. So today is Market Tuesday, guys. I need you to try and tell me about influencer marketing before. Mkakasenti we muliti temutadeke simu ne muvaawo. Au tugende mugondiza influencer marketing. Ngatula bintu tulina je tukolachi. So what is the influencer marketing, guys? I'm waiting for at least one person to tell me about influencer marketing. Oba mwenenjega yechiteze ekyaba kubye nganze bwe nkubye. But you know, regardless, life has to move on. You remember when I was telling you that, guys, people will move on like you never existed. And that's probably something that we should all know. That somehow life keeps moving on normally. But somehow life. So people keep moving. I need you guys to define influencer marketing for me. Maybe that tugende tubirabe masa awo. Okay man. I love me girl. She don't want me. She don't want me. But I tell her. Yes I tell her. Rajo nimbo ninza. Rajo nimbo ninza. Rajo nimbo ninza. Rajo nimbo ninza. Girl, you are number one. Wasoka na kugamba na guyo mako baba. I tell you that, but you don't care. You don't give a damn, you don't dare. My number one girl, you rule my world. You took my heart, never ever. But you made me beg, you made me beg. Every time I come over, you made me beg. But why? You kiss your touch and leave my. But why? Rajo nimbo ninza. Nimbo ninza. Rajo nimbo ninza. Sitting on motoka, sitting kabanja, sitting on bling, jagala kuwa some love. Give me some love, be my better half. I promise I will never let you down, my girl. Till I ring, dollar bills, many things don't mean nothing. For as long as you got my heart. I'll say yes, I'll say no, I'll say baby, let's take it slow. You are my number one girl, you rule my world. You took my heart, never a bad part. You made me beg, you made me beg. Every time I come over, you make me beg. But why? You kiss your touch and leave my. But why? Rajo nimbo ninza. But you never ever take what I say. I need you. But you do what you do ever again. Rock my world, it goes around and round and round. I love you so, I need you so, I never leave you so. Yeah, girl, I tell you this every day, every night, and that I really feel you, I can't deny. Give us a chance, you and I. Give us a chance, you and I. Rajo nimba, Rajo nizanze, Rajo nimba, Rajo nizanze. Sirina motoka, sirina kabanja, sirina bling, jagala kuwa. Go. Right, guys, so influencer marketing, Of course, we've gotten our first definition of influencer marketing. Football tribe agambi influencer marketing katidabo no fe batutadde ali muleni enfu mbiraba addeedi ali muleni eddeeno obalabye bana Uganda kati mweno leni obedda akola yoti. Anyway, influencer marketing is a concept that works but not for all brands. Some of our influencer marketing has been wrongly applied. If someone is hired to influence for a brand whose products they can't even afford. Yes, and then Matovu Idris, influencer marketing is basically using person with large social media followers to market a product, okay? Like Arthur, now a company may decide to pay our platform here for the love of cars to market their products. Influencer marketing. Yes. So influencer marketing, since obudde bwaffe bugenda kutusalaasala ku katono katono. Influencer marketing is a form of marketing where brands use people with large followings. Yeah, it can be digital, be non-digital. You get, as long as someone has some trust with the public, someone have an influence in the public, gaina trust with the public, so someone that has trust, someone that has credibility, someone that has influence with the general public, with a big following, you use them to influence other people to either buy, to either use. You get, so you use the person that has a huge following and trust to start to get people to trust what you're offering them. It can be a service, it can be a product, and like Idris has said, someone can come for the love of cars. Na gamat after kakati chobokola, I'm selling such and such a product. I need to influence your following to actually start using my products. And this has been done since time immemorial. You get, this thing has been used. You see how Chiprotich was used for Aquasipi. You get, I think Salvador also had a certain water that he was influencing for. There are people that drink some water, bagaita spice, because they have Spice Diana on the bottle. So the border guys, when they go to the shops, they ask for Amaziga spice. You get, because they for them they have been influenced to take that water because Spice Diana is on the cover. So some people actually think that water is made by a company that belongs to Spice Diana. So influencer marketing works very well when well used. There is also a water that uses Shiba as an influencer. So I think they also have Shiba on their billboards and all that. You get it? So influencer marketing, you get someone that has a huge following and you get them to influence their following to start seeing your brand as the best brand to be used. I think Antonio is saying, I think influencer marketing is a form of social media marketing involving endorsements and product placements for influencers. Not just social media, Antonio, not just social media. It actually works literally everywhere. It can even work in mainstream marketing. Like I've showed you how Spice Diana is influencing people to actually use their water. So abana bagula amazago ngamanyiga spice. You get, and it has even been used in concerts, guys. You know how you remember someone gave me that example yesterday in class, and they said Balaam was using influencer marketing, was influencing people based on their liking of the Kabaka of Uganda. You remember how Palazzo during the lockdown went, and the Kabaka said he was happy with the kind of work he was doing with his music. So when Balaam was doing Palazzo's concert, he said we have even prepared a seat for the Kabaka. So, and there are people that would go to a concert saying Kabaka bwaba agenze nzanya atagenda. You get it? And people have used the Katikiro of Uganda to influence people. So, some of those big names, when they come to people's concerts, they don't pay. They reserve a table for them. You get? And some of this influencing, especially in music concerts, might not even be for the Kampala concert. It's for the other concerts that will come. You get? So they're using the Katikiro who came to the Kampala concert to influence people to come to the Mubende concert, to the Metiana concert, and all and all and all. And you guys, I think the form of influencer marketing that you guys can clearly relate to is the Ebonies. You guys remember how the Ebonies would go to London? Yeah? And then they use London to influence people to go to their shows in Kampala. They will come back and say, the Ebonies in Gamavude, London, Bamazoku Yugumia London, Simanya Muchi Theatre, but Uganda be London, Navazungu, Bagulabe, and then they will bring Ugandans from London and they were Zungu saying, oh, Msanyukwaba Ebonies, and then they'll have outrageous titles. Excellencies, because they be tia, Gambaragara. And then they will say, omuzanyo kwaba Ebonies Excellencies Gambaragara, ngakuvude London, abantu be London. Then they will bring people in interviews say, bananga ba Ebonies mwebale nnyo, omuzanyo gwanyumide mwinyangeje mwakoze nnyo nyine ita bwetu ku stage, ne mulete moroka nebukira ku stage, pichi nezekyolo naziti. Bananga ezo omuzanyo guno gunkolede kubaddemu ebyokuyiga bingi. And just like that, they will have their Kampala concerts full. You get? So, influencer marketing has been happening for a very long time. Some people used to do influencer marketing without even knowing that what they're doing is actually influencer marketing. Ebonies used that very well. And in concerts still, as we speak today, influencers are being used. And the magic with the influencers, if you can know that this person is an influencer, then that's no longer influencer marketing. You get? Influencers influence without even saying they're influencing. You get? Influencers influence without even saying they're influencing. You guys have seen how someone uses a private jet, yeah? And the private jet, they say, I'm using a private jet company. We all know they can afford a private jet, yeah? So when they say, I hire private jets from this company, somehow we also want to hire private jets if we could afford from that company. I think Ugandans should be taught how to use lens, and that's something driving schools is speaking. But I think you guys need to teach people how to use lens. Omuntu okubeera mu lane edda ku left agenda ku right. Kubana abeera mu lane edda ku right ng'ate agenda ku left, it doesn't really look good. It's an accident sometimes. So anyway, influencer marketing works very well if you're actually getting someone that can influence. It means you need to clearly know your target market, and you need to clearly know your target market, and then know the target audience of the influencer. Because we pick influencers because these people are watched and followed and believed in by a certain class of people, a certain group of people. So you need to make sure that the group of people that the influencer has following them is the group of people that you want to target. And anytime a person has the word influencer on their profile, I find that that's not the person you want to influence for you. Because influencers don't have it as their job to influence. Speaking as a marketer, and speaking as someone that would want to use an influencer at one time, okay, I can tell you that the moment someone has it on their profile that I'm an influencer, that's clearly someone you don't want to use to influence for your brand. You want to get someone that will never even say it, that I'm influencing. I used an example in my class. I have someone that does website design, and he specifically does websites for hotels. Yeah, he does websites for hotels, and I painted a scenario for this person. This is literally what the people in the tech industry do. I gave him a scenario. If I had all the budget in the world, this is what I would do for him. I would start by approaching, this is just a hypothetical example. I would start by approaching Buganda Kingdom. Buganda Kingdom has a tourism body, and I would go to the tourism body of Buganda Kingdom and design a website for them. Probably redesign the Kingdom website, design the Katikiro website, the Katikiro's office, and a bunch of ministries. Design all their websites, and have the Katikiro mention me in the Ruchiko, okay, as someone that has done very good work for the Kingdom. And I'll have him with me in a meeting where he thanks me, gives me a certificate, and then I'll probably do this for free, and then I'll have the Katikiro talk about me at like 5 events, and then I'll have, definitely you need a team to document this with video so that you share the entire journey. And then the Katikiro in a video tell me, you know what, you should meet maybe Patrick Bitature. He's one of those guys in the who is in the hospitality industry, very well versed there. He has about 3 hotels, big ones. And then I'll have the Katikiro probably say, I need you to meet Bitature, you'll do very good work for him. And just like that, the Katikiro has influenced for me to not go to Bitature, no. But the fact that the Katikiro is telling me to meet Bitature, it means he has seen me as a person that can do very good work for people. So I'll go to Bitature. Now, the Katikiro is already an influencer for me, but he doesn't have it on his profile that he's an influencer. And then, when I go to meet Bitature, I'll also redesign all the websites for his hotels to make them magical. Probably redo all the digital marketing for them. And then I'll document the entire process of Patrick Bitature interacting with me, I interacting with his managers, and all that, redesigning and all that. And then at the end of the day, I'll have Bitature also throw around a few comments that are in my favor, which take it, and we'll move like that. And at the end of the period, I'll create an offer. You see, now most web designers will design between 800,000 to 4 million shillings, and the mere fact that I'm designing websites for these big people and these big organizations, my website will shoot up, and I'll start designing websites for 5 million, 10 million. You get it, eh? Now, ojakwesanga nti sente zo spending in giving free websites to the Uganda establishment, or maybe you can use Busoga, or you can use Bunyoro, whichever, or you can use whatever you want. This is just an example that is meant to show you how you can use influencer marketing, and just like that, your website will shoot up. Trust me, by the time you're done designing a website for Uganda Kingdom, the Katikiro of Uganda, and all that, you're going to have so many people lining up saying, okay, can you also design my website? Oh, can you also design our business website? Oh, can you do this? Can you do that? And all the money you have invested in creating this vibe will come back within like 6 months. Let's take it, and then it will keep coming back, because every time people think of a web designer in Kampala that has done high profile, then they'll be thinking about you. So, but you realize I've not worked with anyone that calls themselves an influencer. Let's take it. And like I've said, avoid people that have it on their profile, influencer. Avoid them at all costs. Good morning, Louis. Football Tribe is saying Chameleon was used for MTN community phone, while Bobby One was used for Zain Katiti. Huh? Kachi? Yes. And they never even mentioned anywhere in their profile that they're influencers. You get? So because they are just musicians who are used to push this. But even that is an endorsement. That is not necessarily influencing. Influencing involves much more than endorsement, because if you're like a big brand, you endorse, you say go and buy this thing, that's endorsement. Influencing has a low-key effect. Influencing is very, very, very low-key. Influencing is very expensive for the person that is hiring the influencer. For example, some of you guys keep saying for me it's a Syria. It has a influencing, it's very clear. Mujja kuba muli awo nga mvuga emmotoka eri awo ya masanyalaze nga saguze naye nga yange nga namwe mukimanya I can't afford it. Okitegeera oba you know that I can afford. Naye nanga abasabaze ba boda balina olujanja. Mumulabye omuzeeyi kata anyenya ky'emikono. mujja kuba muli awo nga all of a sudden nvuga emmoloka ya zero mileage. Of course akasente nja kuba nfunyeemukko naye mujja kuba muli awo nga nvuga emmoloka ya zero mileage nga sijijja ku mimwa gyange ng'emmoloka gye nvugeyo ne number plate nja gibalaga, probably nja kuba na personalized okyegera nga gye nagiguze mwenna mukimanyi nga mwenyaje mwinogwe abantu abakola influencer marketing bawoomerwa. Like if someone influences for apartments, they'll definitely be sleeping in those apartments for like a year. Like being an influencer is something that is long term for the brand. You cannot use an influencer for like a month. Influencer marketing is something that is a long term thing. Nti mulabanga ani yali Baby Gloria bamuwerera bagulidde mama we motoka bamugulidde engoye. That car baby influenced people to use Movit for a very long time. Of course now she's no longer a baby kati muntu mukulu. She's not even cute like she used to be as a baby. I don't think she can influence anyone to use Movit now because we know she's no longer using Movit. But influencer marketing is not a cheap form of marketing, especially if you're doing it the right way. Forget about people that pay Twitter guys to go and because abana ba Twitter bachajinga emitwalo 10-15 okitegeera. Real influencers are expensive. Real influencers are, because an influencer is a person that has built their own brand for a very long time. Nga gwe okujja okugiyingiramu ofunamu nnyo, bw'oba ofunamu nnyo osasula akasente nga kawera okitegeera. For example, if someone wanted to offer luxury flights, flights for rich people in Uganda, one of the people they will use would be Sudhir to influence. You know how expensive that is. If Sudhir has a helicopter pad here ku Kingdom Kampala, it means mwino muletanga mu helicopter buli nakuba mulabe Sudhir nga atambulira mu helicopter nga ate tabasasula nga ate mwe mwamusasula nenga muteka muna mafuta ga helicopter gamujjewwe okumutuusa ku Kingdom Kampala every day. Mumujja mu mutwali ku Sanyu FM helicopter parking ebagirabe. Sudhir batandika okwebuzo batandika okukolako interview abamawulire abagaye bannange nze natandise okukozesa helicopters abana abagundi bano kubaba Antonio helicopters okitegeera. Antonio helicopters be bantambuza okitegeera. Kati abakaga bonna mu Kampala badoni nasa simanya baani abo batandika okukozesa helicopters za Antonio helicopters naye nga kitandikidde mu Sudhir kuwa Sudhir sente n'atandika okutambulira mu helicopter yo ogenda okwesanga bitatule bonna tebakyagala tambulira muzi okitegeera. Antonio helicopters yalisiyo helicopter obutono Sudhir yatandikidde. Kati already the guy is influencing other people to use the helicopters, but you have spent a lot of money on him ontegeera. So influencer marketing is not just about you paying someone to post stuff about you. It's about you being in their life, being part of their lifestyle. Ngabe mulaba nti Baby Gloria yabeerangawo nga ennyimba zonna ayimba ne studio time izo wabe bagisasulanga okitegeera. Aba afuuse muntu wammwe. So that's why you don't just pick someone out of the blue. You pick someone whose lifestyle evolves. Okay, whose lifestyle involves you or your brand. Okitegeera, involves your brand. That's why people were calling me Toyota. Right now, if Toyota hired me, it would be very easy for me to influence for a car. But still, now I know kuba bagezi. I told the Moroka million bitano no jileta atha yabaji influencing ila. Bobo ya gare Moroka kati ngabo laba Land Cruiser 2024. Kati omanyinti, I think President Museveni gifted one of the new archbishops a 2024 Land Cruiser. Which the archbishop is influencing for Land Cruiser without even knowing. Onza nosanga President Museveni yagiguze ku discount nenga boche babala. Onza nosanga Moroka baji bawadde mu temporary ngera archbishop anabali awo ne baginona bamuwa ki L200 ne kati akoko kakukaka kuba nti 2024 Land Cruiser archbishop yagifunye. Buli muntu ya kati ba archbishop bagenda tandika okuzisaba President Museveni yange kadi envuga 2020 manja nange 2024, and just like that the president will start buying them for them. Because he kati obusambambiro bwa sente. Guy has money. wano wenafuna accident yange yasooka kyokula ndi careful simala gayisaamu nnyindo mukitegeera bagayi influencer marketing bwakola like if you want to get people to start driving BMWs you get a BMW enthusiast nga zaayina zokka zaavuga zokka and you give to them a BMW and you work with them you probably start telling a story from the beginning guy ono avuga BMW agala kugula BMW 2020 osegira natandika owandika email story ngoro mugikwata bwawandika email CEO wa BMW mu East Africa najja namusisinkana ne bayitako mu collection ya BMW zaayina naga ne msajja goli passionate about BMWs nanka ngene kulage collection ya BMW oba tugenda olambule BMW factory era ewa Germany ni mtu ala na alambula BMW factory na creating content oye na BMW factory wakitegeera and at the end of this trip ni mugana etukuwadde BMW ekiroto kyo wakitegeera until that person has influenced without actually influencing and just like that the people that have always had a knack for BMWs are going to start buying BMWs. Influencer marketing mutegedde bwakola. Influencer marketing should not be direct marketing. Ontegedde baba kati mulabanga bwenkozesa Samsung wano ku broadcast kati Samsung empayo Samsung anganya ngabagamba 20 Samsung bagita 24 20 eyo ngabampe eyo ngabaga kati tukwaddeyo Samsung eyo jokola nga broadcast yo tebuguma kati ngabantu bamanya atha yafunye Samsung etabuguma nangikozesa kono nga testaddeko na S nga tebuguma ngabagamba okyegera nga Samsung kati ngabampa ne saawe eyo byonna byonna nga babimpa kati simanyi oba waliyo wa Samsung awulira kubaka akati nankati I'm trying to influence for myself so that I get the Samsungs okyegera nyinza okuba mbadde nkozesa Samsung zokka Tekino neve nenjiwa mu Tekino nga atete manyize Samsung okyegera ntandika okukozesa Tekino nga yamaanyi ne bapera ka accessories zonna nga ina zirenzi ina bazita bata ina diffusers you get so that's how influencer marketing works and then they move with me on a journey to shifting from Samsung to a Tekino and all of a sudden I start using a Tekino. You have to be part of that person's life. But I find that the influencer marketing that is happening now is the influencer marketing where everyone knows or your guy influencer. Someone even posts their thing. Nebamuga walide kagigi. People even know them bari mu gig economy. Zichobula naganze ebintu byo ku influencing. Simanyi obo muntu asobola someone can afford me. You may not be able to afford me because for me to influence the right way, it will be very expensive for you. I would rather do it for free than to influence for something that is not credible. Chobalanze ebintu byange zijja nengezesa bigezese nembigezesa gaye munabwengezesa ka Excel ya mwako nga katika ka Excel ya mkanka kozesa olwaleero ndabe bwe kakola katugenda gesa Excel ya for 2 months tulabe Excel ya muna akola bikinze of course katinze emirundi yonna gyenywedde amafuta yanyongeddemu ampa labalaba kirabo gutwe gwa rawundi ovuga wanu ovuga bwote olinga yalitage senti moyino okuyita mwe bagayi tugenda gesa Excel ya of course ampa between 2 to 3 kilometers extra 2 to 3 kilometers extra kati njagala kulaba ani yagamba omulala ali mugagezesa fenna tugagezesa tulabe kye gakola bwe gabanga gakola ekyamaanyi nga tutandika okugamba abantu nabo kati bagakozese bagayi munzikirize mbasibule sawa nabagambye my broadcast today might be short because I have a very early morning meeting ate njagala njigendemu gikoleko mangu kama nyambi kajjamu ne katankwata nnyo so kanetegekereka meeting kolwale kansubira influencer marketing gezezaako okumutegeera so kati starch esawa eno bwoba oyagala nku influencingire ku mikolo tutandika kati okutegeka okwanjula kwa mamabani nongamba athago tompa sente okitegeera netandika okutegeka okwanjula kwange mpola okitegeera nebibeera magico kati abantu nebagaa ani yategeka omukolo gwa atho ogwali ogw'amaanyi nebagamba guys starch events okitegeera And an influencer is someone who influences potential buyers of products or services. Recommending Louis Kayemba Julius banange munzikirize mbasibule obudde bunkutte Muyombya Mark Antonio Random Things VIP Morad K Momo VIP Ntale Samuel Mgalasi Joshua Mix Farm Tusime Eddie Hashim Jace Kaja Brijay Kakai Nick Wabuyi Football Tribe Nathan Travel Live Vlog Chamba de Hannington Mbazira Kenneth Paul Sema VIP Nsereko Starch Pius SPK Driving School Kanyanya Todi Ronald Omubulizi yes Matovu Idris Louis Kayemba Julius Mukwaya Richard. Even politicians use musicians during political rallies as influencers to draw crowds. Exactly. Yes, and understanding the types of influencers is crucial for brands to choose the right partners, hence determining the reach of one's product. Omeja Moses, Nalwenge Leya, Jones Info Sebugwa Umedi, Nathan Nahurira Tom, watu komenti omuntu jeba jizo Nathan okwanjula kati stacha jana nkola kubwerere nangamba asa you're going to influence for me funa abantu okitegeera nainga mukama abampero mukisa banange. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Ciao.